Okay, so today we'll continue with the slokams in Venkateswara Suprabhatam. So we left off last session at slokam number 8. So now we're in slokam number 9, where Narada is now singing the praises of Srinivasa. Tantri prakarsha madhura swanaya vipancha gayati ananta charitam tavanaradopi bhasha samagram asakrit karachara ramyam sheshasaila vibho tava suprabhatam. The sage Narada, with his veena of sweet music produced by the tight grip of his strings, is singing in praise of thy endless deeds, expressed in fine language and by beautifully waving the hand often. Oh, the one who manifested on the peak of the Sheshadri hill, may it be an auspicious dawn to thee. Now, Narada is the son born out of the will of Brahma and therefore is a grandson of Lord Vishnu. He surrendered himself completely to the Lord and goes about the cosmos spreading his glory. He represents the culmination of efforts of a devotee who can become a Parama Bhagavata through Sankirtan or praising of the Lord. In this slokam, Narada is singing soulfully and beautifully to wake up Srinivasa. The Lord's leelas or deeds are without an end, Ananta Charitam, as he himself is without end. So only someone like Narada who has a spiritual energy can give account of these deeds. Moving on to slokam 10. brungAvaLi cha makaranda rasanuviddha jankaragita ninadai sahasevanaya niryati upanta sarasi kamalodarebhyaha sheshadrishekara vibho tava suprabhatam. So from this slokam and the next couple of 3 slokams, they are very sort of poetic slokams, where the poet brings out some of the beauty in nature and also the way he has worded it. The swarm of bees, brungAvaLi, energized by sucking in honey, are emerging from the interiors of the lotuses from adjoining pools and are singing in high pitch in order to serve thee. O Lord of Sheshasaila, may it be an auspicious dawn to thee. So here, all of nature is conducive and made ready for the Lord's awakening. Bees generally make a pleasant sound resembling the Om sound, and the atmosphere is charged with the resonance of Shruti to what Narada has been playing as outlined in the previous slokam. So Jankara Gita means it's a song of the buzzing, Ninade. So with that, the bees are all energized and they're ready for Srinivasa to wake up and so that they can serve him. Moving on to slokam 11, the churning of the curds. yOsha gaNEna vara dadhni vimatyamane goshalayeshu dadimantana tivra goshaha roshat kalim vidadate kakubascha kumbhaha sheshadrishekara vibho tava suprabhatam. In the colony of cowherds, the young maidens are producing the best curds. The loud sound of churning of curds are coming from their houses and fills all the directions and makes it appear as if there is a struggle between the pots and the directions. The one who manifested on the peak of Sheshadri hill, may it be an auspicious dawn to thee. So here in this slokam, the gopis are being mentioned. The gopis are the highest devotees of the Lord as they totally surrender to him without any reservation. Here, they wake up early in the morning and churn their curd pots and sing about the Lord. The author here says, very poetically, he's saying that the sounds that are coming from the churning are so loud that it appears as if the pots and the 8 directions are having a quarrel. Roshat Kalim. O Lord of Sheshasaila, do you not hear the sounds? Please wake up. So this churning of curds also is sort of echoes in Andal's Tirupavai Pasurams, in the 7th Pasuram, Andal reminds her sleeping friend about the churning of the curds in Vrindavan. Vasanaram Kural Achiyar Mattinal Osaipadutta Tairaravam Kettilayo. So it's a very similar that theme that is being used here of the churning of the curds and the sounds that are coming from it. Next slokam, slokam 12. Padmesha Mitra Shatapatra Gatali Vargaha Attum Shriyam Kuvalayasya Nijanga Lakshmya Bheri Ninadamiva Bhibrati Tivranadam Sheshadrishekara Vibho Tava Suprabhatam. The swarms of bees in the lotuses are making violent sounds like the beating of drums to announce to the world that their bluish hue is far superior and beautiful compared to the hue of blue lotuses. O Lord of Sheshasaila, may it be an auspicious dawn to thee. So in the previous slokam, the poet referred to one kind of tivra gosham or loud sound, that is the sound that were coming from the cowherd colony, from the churning of the curds. Here, he refers to another kind of tivra nadam or loud sound from the bees in the lotus ponds, and the buzzing, the noise that they're making sounds like the beating of drums. And he's asking Srinivasa to wake up and to bless them. 13th slokam is a very beautiful slokam, and usually when it's chanted, if you notice in the MS Subbulakshmi chanting, they repeat the slokam twice. It talks about the whole Srinivasa, the Divine Mother and the Divine Father. Shriman abhista varada akhila loka bandho Shri Srinivasa jagadeka dayeka sindho Shri Devata grihabujantara divya murte Sri Venkateswara Tava Suprabhatam. Sriman means the one who is united or is in unison with Lakshmi. Abhista varada, one who grants all things that are wished for by his devotees. Akhila loka bandho, the relative and friend of all the worlds, Akhila loka. Srinivasa, the one who is the abode of Shri or Lakshmi, who resides in his chest. Jagadeka dayeka sindhu, the matchless ocean of compassion, daya. Shri Devata griha bhujantara divya murte, one having a form that is charming on the account of the chest, which is the abode of Sri Lakshmi. Sri Venkateswara, O Lord of Venkateswara, Tava Suprabhatam, may it be an auspicious dawn to thee. The combination of the Divine Father with the Divine Mother has accentuated the glory of the Lord. The Mother is reservoir of mercy and storehouse of all spiritual and material riches. By residing on his chest, she makes the Lord to be easily approachable by us. She makes him well disposed toward us, the erring children. On our behalf, she pleads our case to him and requests him to forgive and sins and mistakes. The Lord's Vibhava has become all the more dazzling and overpowering by the power of the Mother being in him and with him. He is Srinivasa, the ocean of mercy and compassion. Now I'm going to jump to slokam 15, which talks about the sacred hills. Sri sheshasaila garudAcala Venkatadri Narayanadri Vrishabhadri Vrishadri Mukhyam Akhyam Tvadiya Vasater Anisham Vadanti Sri Venkateswara Tava Suprabhatam. Now here we know that the Tirumala range is made up of 7 hills or 7 peaks. That's why it's called 7 hills or Yarumalai in Tamil. So in this slokam, 6 of the 7 hills are mentioned. Sheshadri, Garudadri, Venkatadri, Narayanadri, Vrishabhadri, and Vrishadri. Akhyam Tvadiya Vasater Anisham Vadanti are among the name of these hills spoken of by your devotees, where you reside forever. Vasater Anisham, where you reside forever. Sri Venkateswara Tava Suprabhatam. O Lord of Venkatachalam, may it be an auspicious dawn to thee. So, as I said, the Tirumala range of hills is about 3,200 feet above sea level, and it has 7 principal peaks or hills. And the story is that the whole hill range is a manifestation of Adisesha, who is the divine serpent on which Lord Narayana reclines. So Adisesha has taken the form of this hill range. The pilgrimage town of Kalahasti is considered the mouth of Adisesha, while Ahobilam is its back, and Srisailam in Andhra is the tail of this. So here these names of the hills are glorified and spoken of here. So in this session, I will stop here with this slokam, and in the next session, we will continue with the rest till the end of the Suprabhatam. Thank you very much for listening.